This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, Filipino weightlifting shines at International Weightlifting Federation. Ian Delos Santos makes history. Ando clinches bronze. Eala hits career high number 54 in WTA rankings. PBA kicks off 50th season with a star-studded evening with hardcourt legends. Formula One, McLaren roars back to the top. Clinches 2025 Constructors Championship with 6 races to go. In the WNBA, the Aces dominate Mercury 91-78 to take a 2-0 lead in the WNBA Finals. And Sheila Salaysay has all the highlights of the PBA's Golden Weekend. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 6th of October. Now, here's our roundup. 18-year-old Albert Ian Delos Santos stunned the weightlifting world in his senior debut, lifting 185 kilograms in the clean and jerk that subsequently set a new junior world record in the 71-kilogram category at the International Weightlifting Federation World Championships in Førde, Norway. Delos Santos finished 8th overall with a total of 322 kilograms, 136 kilogram in the snatch, and 185 in the clean and jerk, just short of the junior world total standard. Gold went to Thailand's Wirapon Wichuma with 346 kilograms. Silver to Japan's Masanori Miyamoto with 345 kilograms, while China's He Yuji took bronze with 344 kilograms. From a family of lifters, parents Alvin and Diwa and sister Dessa, Delos Santos started young, training now at HD Weightlifting Academy under Julius Naranjo and getting tips from Olympic gold medalist Heidelin Diaz. Despite still being a sophomore studying business, he aims high, Olympic gold, and building a legacy in Filipino weightlifting. Now on the women's side, two-time Olympian Elrin Ando lifted 131 kilograms to claim bronze in the women's 63-kilogram class, securing the country's first medal in Førde. Filipino weightlifting is on the rise, and with Delos Santos and Ando showing the world that the Philippines is a force to be reckoned with on the platform. Eala, the 20-year-old Philippine tennis sensation, climbed to a career-high number 54 in the WTA rankings after her latest Asian tournament runs. She moved up 4 spots from number 58 thanks to strong showings at the Jingshan Open and Suzhou Open in China, and participation in the qualifying round of the Wuhan Open last weekend. Eala reached the semifinal at Jingshan, falling to Lulu Sun in 3 sets. She also made it to the quarterfinals at Suzhou, losing in a thriller to Victoria Golubic. She tried to break into the main draw of the Wuhan Open, the final WTA 1000 event of the year, featuring the world's top 5 players, but lost in the first qualifying round to Moyuka Uchijima 6-4, 3-6, 6-2. Next stop for Eala, the Japan Open in Osaka, a WTA 250 event. And with her talent and tenacity, the Philippine star is definitely one to watch. The Philippine Basketball Association officially unveiled its golden season on Sunday, and it was a celebration fit for the history books. Ramon Fernandez, Atoy Co, and Vergel Meneses led a stellar group of PBA legends, joined by some 40 to 50 former players, coaches, and officials who answered the call to celebrate Asia's first pay-for-play league. The day started with the Leo Awards at Novotel Manila before heading to the opening ceremonies at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. And it wasn't just legends on display. Beauty queens and volleyball stars added glamour to the celebration. Atisa Manalo, this year's Miss Universe representative, served as the muse for Magnolia, while Chelsea Manalo represented Meralco. Actress Sue Ramirez returned to grace Barangay Ginebra, having previously been TNT's muse in 2022. The Premier Volleyball League also made its presence felt. PLDT The PVL On Tour and Invitational champion had Mika Reyes, Jessie De Leon, Majoy Baron, Savvy Davison, and Kiana D, all glammed up for the event. While Cheritigo's Pauline Gaston represented Phoenix. It was a festival of basketball heritage, star power, and glitz as the PBA steps confidently into its 50th season. Singapore, the night the streets belonged to George Russell. From pole to perfection, Russell didn't just win, he owned the Marina Bay circuit. A clean start, laser focus, and zero mistakes. This was his statement drive. And behind him, pure drama. McLaren's Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri, teammates turned combatants, banging wheels on lap 1. Norris called it racing. Piastri called it not very team-like. McLaren called it a championship. Meanwhile, Max Verstappen kept it together, defending like a wall to hold off Norris and grab second. Not a win, but enough to keep the title flicker alive. And through it all, no safety cars, no chaos, just straight, pure street circuit grit. Russell cruised home by 5 seconds, his second win of the season, his 5th of his career. A reminder that Mercedes isn't done yet. McLaren goes back-to-back in the Constructors' Championship. Norris, Piastri, Verstappen all still in the title fight. But last night, it belonged to George Russell. And you know what? That's the thing about Russell. When everyone else starts talking about who's next, he quietly reminds you he's still here. This wasn't just a win. It felt like a warning shot. In a season that's been all about Max and McLaren, George just crashed the conversation. And with everything on the line, he showed what Mercedes used to be. And maybe that they can be again. Singapore didn't just give us a winner, it gave us a reminder. Never count out the ones who hate being forgotten. Moving on to the WNBA, Las Vegas guard Jackie Young exploded for 21 of her 32 points in the third quarter, propelling the Aces to a 91-78 victory over Phoenix, giving Las Vegas a 2-0 edge in the finals. Young's third quarter blitz set a WNBA Finals record for points in a single quarter, helping the Aces outscore the Mercury 30-24 and take control after a tight first half with 5 lead changes. Four-time WNBA MVP Aja Wilson registered 28 points and 14 rebounds, while Chelsea Gray delivered a double-double with 10 points and 10 assists. Phoenix's Kalea Copper led with 23 points, and Satu Sabali added 22 before leaving late with an ankle injury. Alyssa Thomas also made history with her 391st career postseason assist, becoming the WNBA's all-time playoff leader. The series shifts to Phoenix for Game 3 as Mercury hopes home court can turn the momentum, while the Aces eye a third title in 4 years, a feat only the Houston Comets have done. And now here's your daily dose of sports lingo. What is the heel-toe technique in racing and why is it important? Heel-toe is a rev-matching technique used to smoothly downshift gears while braking. It involves using the right foot to press the brake and the side or heel of the foot to blip the throttle. This helps maintain engine speed in line with the wheel speed, resulting in a smoother transition between gears, reducing the risk of wheel lockup or loss of traction during corners. Now, although it is more common in GT and road racing, some F1 simulators use this technique to train drivers on precise car control and smooth gear shifts. Mastering the heel-toe can improve lap times and ensure better vehicle balance. Knowing and practicing heel-toe is a sign of advanced driving skill. It shows a driver's ability to control the car with precision. Smoothness and speed go hand in hand with this technique. It's time for our off-court buzzer. So it's the duel that everybody is talking about. Chot Reyes and Leo Austria, 2 Season 49 champions, go head-to-head for the coveted Baby Dalupan Coach of the Year award at the PBA Press Corps Awards Night next week at Novotel, Manila. Reyes, the strategic genius behind TNT, came close to a Grand Slam, leading the Tropang 5G to Governor's Cup and Commissioner's Cup titles before falling short in the Philippine Cup Finals. But never count him out. He's the winningest coach in the trophy's history with 6 awards. Austria, on the other hand, had his own heroic run with San Miguel, halting TNT's sweep and reclaiming the Philippine Cup, the league's most prestigious crown. He's a four-time winner and no stranger to big moments. The winner of this trophy, named after the legendary maestro of Philippine basketball, will be revealed on October 13. Two legends, one trophy. Who will emerge as the next coaching maestro? And that's our roundup for tonight, the 6th of October. Up next, Sheila Salaysay reports on the PBA's Golden Weekend, all the glamour, stars, and legends when we return right here on The Scorecard. Welcome back to The Scorecard. Basketball, our nation's undisputed passion. And for 50 years, the PBA has fueled Pinoy fans' love for the game with magical hardcourt moments, inspirational players, and a chance to continue chasing our hoop dreams on the global stage. Our sports correspondent, Sheila Salaysay, reports on the gathering of our very own hardcourt legends as the league ushers in another golden era.
5 decades of excellence, courage, and love for the game. It's the golden weekend for Philippine basketball as the PBA celebrates its 50th anniversary homecoming. From honoring the 50 greatest players to Leo Awards recognizing the season's best to the much-awaited opening ceremony, it is a weekend truly filled with history, celebration, and heart.
From the pioneers who built the league's foundation to today's brightest basketball stars, the event honored the men who shaped Philippine basketball and those carrying its legacy forward. These are the ballers who changed the game, built the hype, and inspired generations. One legend whose nickname was born on the court, the defense minister, known for locking down the biggest stars of his era. He set the tone for what it means to be great in the PBA.
I'm deeply honored siyempre kasi this is an award na talagang hindi mo lang basta-basta nakukuha and grabe ang choices, ang dami magagaling na players and siyempre I'd like to thank the institution, PBA, the family for recognizing my efforts and siyempre to all the fans na who supported me, who cheered for me, especially sa mga teams whether winning or losing, papasalamat ako. Yung fire, nasa ano pa rin dugo ng Pinoy yung basketball. Once na may game, hindi pwedeng hindi kasi silip sa TV mo And talagang meron ka pa rin talagang iidoluhin, meron ka pa rin talagang aabangan ng mga players na dadating, sisibol, at yung mga magaling pa rin na it's because of PBA.
Also present was Kirby the Kid Raimundo, who credits the PBA for the many lessons that enabled him to grow in and beyond the hardcourt.
Siyempre, I feel honored. I'm thankful. Na-appreciate nila how I played before. Siyempre, masaya. Siyempre, proud yung pamilya ko, di ba? So, talagang I'm so grateful na naging part. Siguro yung mas more on dun sa struggles na merong year na palagi kaming quarterfinals lang. So, I think yun yung hindi ko makalimutan kasi siyempre dun kami nag-grow. Kami nila Coach Ryan, yan. Ang dami naming natutunan. Tapos after nung 1 year na yun na yung nagsimula, nag-champion na.
More than a reunion, it was a celebration of the enduring Filipino basketball spirit, uniting generations through passion, pride, and heart for the game.
What I am proud of is being a part of this institution. Basketball is the number one sports here. At siyempre, lahat gusto makarating sa PBA. Hindi naman lahat has been blessed to play in the PBA. So yun ang masasabi ko. I'm so very blessed at nagtagal din ako for 14 years sa PBA at marami ako nakilala. At papasalamat din ako sa mga fans that without the fans, hindi kami aabot sa ganitong estado.
Right now, ang basketball sa PBA is quite different na. Medyo they're bigger, faster, but all I can say is during our times we were more, sorry to say this, we were more talented and wise. Kasi at the time we experienced yung tinatawag no harm, no foul. Yes, no harm, no foul during the time of Coach Sunny, Mon Fernandez, Gidabin, and the rest of Crispa. ano talaga noon, bakbakan talaga noon. Walang ano, what do you call it na easy basket. No. Talagang physical talaga nung time namin. Well, ang una is since in my rookie year, I was the Rookie of the Year, 1980. And then my first champion as Tanduay team member. And then mythical selections. And then sa individual awards naman. I was monikered by Joe Cantada, the late ko, the Little General. The Little General.
The Little General dahil?
I was so... Maliit ako daw, pero I played the point guard.
Capping the Golden Weekend was the Leo Awards, held at Novotel Araneta Center, honoring the best of season 49. At the center of it all, Junmar Fajardo, who stood ever taller as he claimed his record 9th PBA MVP award, solidifying his dominance in the league.
Speechless ako. It's just like, di ako mahilig sa sa speech. Kinakabahan ako pag speech, pero yun nga, masaya ako na nakuha ko yung 9 times MVP. So, di ba? Nung na-injured ako, nung nabali yung yung tibia ko, maraming nagsabi na wala na, hindi na ako makakabalik sa sa PBA. Pero kahit nga ako nag-cross din sa isip ko na baka hindi na nga talaga makakabalik kasi nga bali na yung ko eh. Pero yun ginawa ko yung therapy ko religiously kasi pag mag-give up ako, like by default talo na ako, di ba? So what if kung bigyan ko ng chance yung sarili ko, what if gawin ko yung mga exercises, yung mga therapies ko, yung mga rehab ko religiously, baka magbago yung takbo ng baka makabalik ako. So yun yung ginawa ko at yun nga yung nangyari. So yun yung dapat wag tayo mag-give up kahit normal lang naman yun na mag-struggle tayo. Part lang yun sa part yun ng growth natin, struggle. Hindi natin part yun ng journey natin. Hindi natin maiiwasan yun. Lalo na sa mga players, injury talaga yung pinaka kalaban. So kahit gaano ka healthy, gaano ka magpakondisyon, pero pag nangyari yung injury, hindi mo maiiwasan yun. Pero ma-minimize yun. Pero yun nga, so nakabalik ako and then nanalo ako ng MVPs. So credit din sa sarili ko. Credit din talaga sa sarili ko. Kasi hindi ako nag-give up, di ba? Kung nag-give up ako, sana wala na ako ngayon dito. Pero yun nga, so thankful thankful talaga ako kay God. Kay God talaga lahat to. Kung ano meron ako ngayon, si God lang nag-provide sa akin ito. So.
For Junmar, the journey isn't over just yet. Even with all the battles and challenges on the hard court, his eyes remain set on one goal.
More championships pa. Lahat naman ng players, yung goal, yung championship. So yun din yung goal ko. Sana maraming championships pa na darating bago ako mag-retiro.
Meanwhile, RJ Abarientos was named Rookie of the Year, making a promising start to his PBA journey. As the league celebrates 50 years, one thing remains certain. The PBA is more than basketball. It is the heartbeat of Filipino passion and pride.
This weekend reminds us that the PBA is more than just a league. It is the solid heartbeat of Pinoy passion, a celebration of the game that continues to inspire, unite, and ignite the nation's love for basketball. Reporting for the Scorecard, Sheila Salaysay, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Up next, can the Dodgers close it out? Or will the Phillies fight to keep their season alive? The pressure's rising, fans are roaring. This is October baseball at its best. So buckle up and keep your eyes on the prize. Welcome back to the Scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. How about let's talk about baseball, huh? MLB fans, stand up. Game 2 is coming. The Dodgers just grabbed Game 1 in Philly 5-3, and now they head back out to Citizens Bank Park to tighten the noose. This is where legacies get tested, where home rows can either roar or collapse. In Game 1, Shohei Ohtani led with a double duty, arms and bat. But let me tell you, a team like Philly shouldn't struggle to hit. Turner, Schwarber, Harper combined 1 for 11. 6 strikeouts, 6! That's rough. Meanwhile, the Dodgers got it done in the 7th from Teoscar Hernandez, who blasted a 3-run homer. You know what kills you in the postseason? It's those cold bats at home. And Philadelphia has done that before. 4 losses in their last 5 postseason home games. Now, the crowd may be wild, but it's pointless without production. Now, Game 2 is Snell versus Luzardo. Snell is heating up. He struck out 12 in a September outing versus Philly. And in the Wild Card Series opener, he fanned 9 over 7 stellar innings. His postseason resume says 5 wins, 3 losses, 3.23 earned run average over 13 appearances. Luzardo, he's solid. 15-7 on the season with a 3.92 earned run average. The Phillies trusted him to give them length and keep them alive in this series. If he can keep the Dodgers' big hitters honest, this stays competitive. Now here's the wild stat. Harper is 1 for 11 lifetime versus Snell with 1 home run. Schwarber is 2 for 12. Turner has had better luck, 4 for 17. These splits, they bite you in October. Now, bullpen depth. The Dodgers have bench arms to lean on if Snell slips. Harper, Schwarber challenge, they must break out versus Snell's strengths. Injury watch, Philadelphia's Harrison Bader might play. He left Game 1 with groin tightness. But imaging showed no major damage. If he's out, you'll likely see Castellanos back in. Also, that bullpen can't give away free runs. The margin is thin in October. One mistake can swing a game. So, the Dodgers aren't just trying to win this game. They're trying to seize control of this series. Win Game 2, and Phillies back against the wall. Now for the Phillies, they need this win to save home field pride and keep momentum. Now let me remind you, in a short series, every game carries weight. There's no room for error, and the Phillies' misfiring at home are looming. If Snell is sharp, and I expect him to be, he forces Philly to punch above its weight. If the Dodgers bullpen holds, this tilts heavily. But a timely hit, especially from one of their stars waking up, could bring the Phillies back. This is the kind of game that gets talked about long after October. High drama, shifting momentum, and characters rising to the moment. 2025 National League Division Series. Dodgers versus the Phillies. Game 2. Look to double down while the Phillies fight to even the score. And here's your Game 2 breakdown under the lights. Okay, buckle up. Citizens Bank might be loud, but silence sells in postseason baseball. Can Philadelphia roar back, or will Los Angeles choke the air out of the series? Game 2 is where we start finding out. And that's Game 2 in the books. Every pitch, every swing matters from here on out. Will the Dodgers take control, or will the Phillies strike back in style? Stay locked in, because October baseball is just getting started. So keep your eyes on the prize. Before we go, think on this. From the first in MLB history to be an all-star as both pitcher and hitter, the first to record a 50-50 season, Shohei Ohtani once said, "I came to the U.S. precisely to win a World Series." Talk about speaking dreams into reality. And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow on The Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. This is Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening, everybody. Good night.